it's me. Welcome to the video. Today we're gonna do a little what's in my bag. I've done one of these before, but that was, gosh, probably years ago now, and I'm a totally different person. I am not just like a writer anymore. So this is gonna be a sort of mismatch of what I consider to be essential as a college senior slash commuter slash writer. And yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, and to start us off is the star of the show. So this is a Fjallraven Kanken. I'm so sorry, I've never learned how to properly pronounce these guys, but this is their tote pack. So it's kind of like a backpack. I mainly got it to use it as a tote bag. I had searched high and low for a good tote. I was very specific in what I wanted. I decided that this semester I needed something a little bit more convenient. One of the big things on my list was I wanted a tote bag that could close completely. As you can see, this guy, there are no gaps or anything on the edges. It's also a very durable, lightweight tote bag. It's waterproof or water resistant or whatever, and you can convert it into a backpack if you needed to. I'm a big fan of a chunky sweater, a loose jacket, hoodie, whatever, and for me, putting on backpack straps just sometimes gets in the way. It's just not as convenient as slinging something over your shoulder. Also, as a commuter, I need to be able to access certain things. My college is in a city, so I like to be able to have access to, you know, my wallet, my earbuds, my phone, my, you know, student ID, that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's just too much to take off the backpack, unzip it, whatever. With this, I could just sling it on my shoulder. Good to go. That was long-winded. That's why I got this guy. Also, if it's not completely obvious, like none of the stuff that I'm about to talk about is sponsored. It's just stuff that I've genuinely come to really love over the years. So starting off on the sort of exterior, I have a Bath & Body Works just hand sanitizer little pocket bag. On the first side pocket, I have my blue light filter glasses. I have one in-person class this semester and the rest of them are online on Zoom. Through this past year and a half, 2 years, what have you, I've come to really appreciate what blue light filter glasses do for me as a person. So on the other side pocket, I have a water bottle. And moving to the front pocket here, for easy access, my Samsung Galaxy Buds. I love these guys. They are so noise canceling. It is insane. Highly recommend if you have a Samsung. My keys. I have a little pill box. This is where I keep ibuprofen, medications, and then my little pop socket wallet that I just use as a card holder. So in here I have my debit card, my school ID, my driver's license, anything that I need like quick access to that I don't want to put in my actual wallet, I keep in here. And that's it for my front pocket. I try to keep as little in there as possible to make it easier to get things when I desperately need them. So now moving into the main compartment. Another reason why I chose this specific tote bag was that it had a laptop sleeve, and if you can tell, it's actually pretty like long versus wide. A lot of tote bags are super wide and I didn't need something like that. I needed something more vertical to be able to hold my laptop, and you'll see like my folder where I keep papers and notebooks and stuff like that. So in here I have my Surface Book 3. I absolutely love this laptop for a lot of different reasons. The main one is that it is detachable from the keyboard and you can use it as a tablet, which is really great for digital note-taking. I also have the Surface Book pen, so that way I can do digital artwork and stuff on here as well, and obviously it helps with the note-taking. Also in that pocket, I keep my little Surface Book mouse. So it flattens like this, and then when you need it, you just pop it open. I like how tiny it is. Oh, I love this little mouse. Pack of sanitizing wipes. And then I also have my sort of main wallet in here. I just keep cash in here, some random cards that I might need, laptop charger. I really should invest in a second one to keep at home and to keep in my bag, but they're expensive and I'm not trying to spend that kind of money unless I have to. Next is this awesome little file folder. I have used this thing the past 3 semesters and I absolutely love it. It has 5 pockets. In the past I've taken 5 classes. This semester I'm taking 6, so I had to double up on one. It opens like this and it's kind of like you know, an accordion style. It also comes with this sheet of removable labels. As you can see, I've used up all of the blank ones. So for my last semester, I will have to figure out what to do about that. And as I know I'm gonna say this a million more times, as a commuter student, I basically have to take everything with me whenever I have to go to campus. I could have breaks in between classes where I could get other work done before a certain class. Something that I didn't get done at home, I can, you know, take with me and do there. And it's really, I guess, comforting for me to know that I can work on basically any of my class stuff while I'm, you know, there. And I don't feel like I would be like wasting any time, you know what I mean? Along those lines is my notebook. So I have one notebook. I've been using this method the past 3 semesters, but one notebook for every single class. My major and I guess, actually, well, I'm double majoring and I have a minor. Most of the classwork for those are pretty much all online, but there are still some things that, as a personal preference, I like to write out. It helps me remember things better. I like to print out certain things for classes. It's just like a study tool. I have sort of developed a certain method to my madness. At the top of every page, I put the class that I'm in and the date. This notebook is really, really neat in that it kind of gives you a little template to work off of right off the bat. But even a regular notebook I used in the past, and I still do this, and I will do all of my notes, all of my studying, whatever, on that sheet of paper. Once that sheet of paper is completely filled up, I tear it out and then I stick it in my folder into the corresponding class. I know this method might not work for everybody just because, you know, some people like having the 5 subject notebooks and like keeping all their notebooks together. But for me personally, I like pairing my physical notes with like class handouts. For example, it's an asynchronous course, so we just get like pre-recorded lectures. What I have done is I have printed out the outlines of the lectures that the professor gives us, and as he's talking, going through the lecture, I make notes and you know, highlight everything that he deems as important. And then afterwards, on one of my sheets of notebook paper, I kind of just put the highlighted points, and then I'll put terms. All I do is date it, put a paper clip on it, stick it in my folder, and module 1, week whatever is done and packaged nicely for me to use at a later date to study for the exam. This sort of idea of going page by page and ripping it out and putting it where it needs to go, I think came from when I started bullet journaling, which brings me to my next essential item, which is my planner, aka my bullet journal, aka just like a regular journal. I also make notes in here of books, quotes, and personal goals, and all that stuff is wrapped into one. This is my journal for this year. I'm pretty sure I've showed it in another video, but it's an Archer and Olive. I think it's their last year, the year before is like special edition, like Halloween one. But I'll show you real quick kind of how I set it up. For each month, I just do a monthly page. I got this really cool book of botanical stickers, and I'm just so in love with how they look, so I've been putting them on everything. So this is kind of what a typical weekly template looks like for me. I'm really into the vertical style, as I do kind of use like the bullet note keys and tools. And just to kind of show you how a typical week would look for me, I will pull up one from last semester. Let's see if I can find a nice like full week. So this is March 8th to 14th. I'm not one to typically use a calendar on my phone or computer. I have in the past, and for certain things I will obviously make a reminder for myself, but all in all, I find it really satisfying and a lot more like soothing to just write everything down and then be able to work it out as I go. Next up in here, I just have a spare mask that I keep. Some other things I like to take with me are like snack containers. So I have this little cylindrical sort of mini bento box. It has a top compartment for like dippings or whatever, and then a bottom one to put like dry food, or I think it's for like fruit and yogurt, but I don't really like the idea of having something that needs to stay cold in my bag because who knows when I'm actually gonna be able to eat anything. I also have this reusable silicone bag. I put like dry snacks in here, like goldfish or crackers or whatever. I'm someone who gets hangry, and sometimes you just need a little bit of a snack to get you through the next like hour or whatever, especially if you're doing a Zoom call somewhere or if you don't have time to stop somewhere and get something. It's great to just have it with you already. It's also nice to have something like maybe snack on like during your commute. Next up, we just have 2 more items left, so we'll start with the bigger one. This pouch has all of the essentials in it. I have everything in here from whiteout to chapstick to bathroom items to extra headphones and charger and all that kind of stuff. Anything you might need sort of like on the go. And last but certainly not least is my pencil case. And I think this is where like the writer in me is just thriving right now. I absolutely love stationery items, as I'm sure many of us do. But first and foremost, I have some sticky tabs. This is by the brand Poppin'. This is my 2nd purchase of these, and I absolutely love these tabs. They come in great sort of bright and pastel colors, and they're the ones where you can write on easily in pencil or pen or crayon if you wanted. Next, I just have a Sharpie, because you always need a Sharpie for some reason. I try to keep at least 1 highlighter in here, but I don't want to overdo it. So right now I just have this Corally mild liner. Next, I have my Surface Book pen for my laptop / tablet. I also like to keep paper clips in here and a jump drive. And then I keep 3 different writing utensils. So my favorite pens of all time are the Pilot G2s in .05, a red Uniball pen, and then I also have a Tool .5mm lead pencil. And that is all it for what's in my bag this semester of college. I am a huge fan of being prepared, and as a homebody, whenever I do have to leave my house, I like being comforted by the fact that I am prepared and that I have everything that I could need. And as someone who just can't simply pop back into their dorm or apartment on campus, I have to make sure that I bring everything with me. Probably just the perfectionist writer in me, but there you have it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I inspired or at least gave you some ideas or just simply entertained you with the mass amounts of crap I feel like I need to bring with me wherever I go. Good luck with whatever writing project or school project you are working on, and have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys later.